Hey guys, it's Choo Ben, and welcome back. For the first time in probably 2 months now, I'm doing an ROR video. It's for both a good reason and a bad reason, and I want to get the bad reason out of the way first, because I feel it's important. I really don't like bringing drama from places like the ROR community to my channel, but I just want to briefly address it and briefly address where I am now with it. So New Year's 2021 is when I come to realize that the ROR community just isn't a place for someone like me. Because ever since I got on Discord and ever since I've been involved in the community, it's had a negative impact on my mental state, and I don't really show pain like this, in public, but, if I'm venting to someone, and I have vented before, I mean, I will kind of show it, but I've been in a really negative mental state lately, not only from the community, but because of school, but primarily the community, and Discord, and all of the people who know not what they do on it, and the language they use is just astonishingly horrible. And no one treats anyone nicely, whether they're friends or not. And it's just, I don't want to be in that kind of place, hanging out with those kind of people. So I had to delete Discord. I finally did it after wanting to for pretty much ever since I got it. But the reason why I didn't do it when I first wanted to, the reason why I didn't delete it, is because the ROR community, it just sucks you in. It gets so addictive, and it's like vaping or smoking, and it's just not good for, it wasn't good for my mental state, and I personally don't think it would be good for yours either, for anyone watching this. So anyone who's still involved, I honestly feel bad for you. But just the people are so toxic and so negative, it's just gotten the best of me. And so I finally decided, New Year's 2021, or around that time, I finally deleted Discord. And that also meant I had to shut down my bus company, Berkshire Local School District. And I must say, after deleting Discord, my mental state has improved quite a bit. And I feel so much better about myself, and I've even been able to lessen my computer time, because I'm really not on it as much as I used to be when I had Discord, because, you know, I'd always be talking to my, quote, friends. But yeah, my mental state has improved. I feel a lot greater now. I'm able to focus on my schoolwork and trying to get my grades back up. I'm away from all of those toxic people, and I just feel great again. I mean, not all of the people are toxic. I know a lot of people that are actually really nice. The first three people that would come to my mind are probably Jasper, Trucker 57, and Safety Liner C2. Those are like the three, and maybe Bus Driver 5. There's probably a lot of others that are positive and good people in the community, but those are the first four that would come to my mind if I were to think about positive people in the community. But anyway, so yeah, Berkshire Local School District is now shut down, so the application form to that and my Discord is now gone from my YouTube videos and gone from my description. However, Berkshire Local School District isn't actually gone, and this is where the good news comes in. I do not know what happened here. But, the reason why I didn't delete, hold on a minute, oh, I forgot I'm in free cam. But, the reason why I didn't delete Rigs of Rods is because I shouldn't be forced to delete a game that I actually enjoy playing just because of the people that play it. It's just not an excuse, really. So I kept the game, I kept all my mods, and here we are with the most recent version of the Berkshire Local School District bus fleet. By the way, I was thinking of releasing these, but since I'm not in the ROR community, I figured it would be best not to. So, hold on. Ah, now that's a nice view. Whoa. So, I'm going to review the current state of the buses. I will continue to update the buses as I want to. Now that the company is closed, I'm basically going to do whatever I want with them. So, I'll still make ROR videos because, again, I enjoy playing the game, and I just know to stay away from the multiplayer so I don't get sucked back into that whole thing all over again. But, Rigs of Rods videos will stay. I will post them on occasion. But now that I'm mostly away from the community, I'm going to be focusing on trains now. For those who don't know, there's been a lot of train traffic increases on the Cleveland line, and so I'm going to be posting all that. I've got one video coming up. It's a 5-train day, so that's pretty nice. But anyways, I'm going to go over the Berkshire bus fleet in its current state and let you all know on future updates. So we're going to start over here. And by the way, credit to Safety Liner C2 for the idea of bus updates like this where you just have all the buses spawned and you're going over them one by one. So credit to him. I don't want to plagiarize. But I'm going to start with R1. It is a 2014 Thomas C2. Cummins 6.7 in here. It's got chrome mirror brackets. And a lot of our buses, pretty much all of our buses except the 2018s, don't have the visors over the lights. But since that's what Colin did by default for these buses, and plus I like visors on C2s because you don't really, I never really see those often. But since that's what he did for default, I just decided we're going to keep them on because I like them. Has a Cummins 6.7 in it and also has the current inspection sticker on it. We didn't change too much except for the specs. All of these are all LED. I may change the textures of the ambers and reds, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, but unfortunately without having like the actual modding skills, like going into Blender or SketchUp or whatever, I'm just not going to do a lot of that. So that's one. 2 is pretty much the same specs. Yep, it's an exact sister to 1. And by the way, for the ID plates, I took the ID plate off of bus 24 in real life. Company was based on my real life school. And I'm going to keep that going in here, but basically with whatever I want. It's kind of like freelance. I don't know if that's exactly what you call it, but I'm just going to call it like freelance. It's a freelance bus fleet. Prototype freelance, I guess it's called. I don't know. I'm stealing lines from Oliver 24. I don't know why I do this. But the ID plate, this is 24's ID plate, but since they don't, since Colin didn't do ID plates for specific buses that are all customizable, it's just one for every bus, and so that's why all of these have the same IDs. 3 is a 2016 Thomas C2 Cummins 6.7. It's first bus with a crossarm on it. And, wait. Since it's a 2016, it's supposed to be the 100th anniversary for Thomas Freightliner, and so I made room for a patch. There's a mesh version of the 100-year patch, but again, I don't know how to mod, like with Blender. And so I'm just going to find a PNG of the 100-year patch and just stick it on all the 2016s. There are 3 that have this. Whoa, jeez. 4 is a 2013 C2 Cummins engine, and it's missing its crossarm. I don't know how it got taken off, but... 5 is a 2015 C2 Cummins engine in it, and it's... This is prototype on the bus, the rusted crossarm right there. So I think Colin did that by default with all of his crossarms, so it's actually pretty realistic and pretty nice, especially for 5, which actually has that issue. Notorious for its regenerating and engine issues, especially in real life, so, yep. Alright, here, holy size difference. Oh, oy, that's not good. Here's 6, it is a 2007 Thomas Freightliner FS65. In real life, it would have the updated stop arm where it flashes stop, but, these are ex-Waterville, and, I have permission to use these, so don't come at me. But those are ex-Waterville, and unfortunately I don't think they do the updated stop sign, so that I'm just going to keep it like that. 7 is a 2015 C2, sister to 5. 8 is sister to 7 and 5. 5, 7, and 8 are all the same specs, basically. Here's 9, which would be a sister to 3. It's also a 2016 C2, so would have the patch right there by the 9 and the inspection sticker. My favorite bus in real life is 10. I don't know, it used to come down my street all the time, and I just love watching it go by and making bus stops, and so, and I also love the way it's lettered compared to other buses that are lettered weirdly, but this is a 2011 Thomas C2 with an MBE 926 in it. I think Colin used Grayson's MBE, and so I'm going to work to change that. And for the Cummins engines, I actually found a couple idle sounds that I like. One has a really loud ticker, you know, like that ticking noise when the air compressor is building up air. I found an idle sound that has that, and it's really nice. I have a lot of idle sounds that I'd like to use for these. But 10's got an MBE in it. 11 would be between 10 and 12, but unfortunately we do not have 2008 ICCEs yet. Keyword yet. I am working to fix that. So, yeah, just because the company's closed doesn't mean I have plans for these buses, or doesn't mean I don't have plans for these buses. I do have a lot of plans for new additions and brand new buses, and hopefully it all turns out really good. And notice the chrome mirror brackets on 10, by the way. The older C2s are supposed to have black, but since they're chrome by default, I just decided to keep chrome because I like chrome. 12 is a 2013 C2, sister to 4, except it actually has a cross arm. 13 is the first oddball bus of our fleet. 13 is to fill the gap between 12 and 14, because we don't have a 13 in real life, but 13 is a 2009 Thomas C2 with an MBE 926, and we got the Mercedes emblem that Colin put on his default MBE C2s, and we also have the, I don't know what that's called under the cross arm, but that is custom, I think. So, yeah, it's pretty nice, and this is the only bus in the fleet with black window borders and a fully white roof, compared to the curved ones that you'd see on the rest. 14 is a 2014 Thomas C2 with a Cummins in it, and it's been missing its cross arm in real life, so we decided, while the company was open, to take its cross arm off. 15 is a 2010 Thomas C2 with an MBE 926. It and 16 are sisters. 16 was saved from being auctioned. It had some kind of either transmission or engine issue that was almost unfixable, but I guess Preston or Thomas Freightliner fixed it, and so now it's got its sticker in real life, and so we kept it here. Let's go over here to 17, which is our last anniversary bus. It's 2016. Again, we need the 100-year patch on it. 18 would be a sister to 11, but both of those don't exist because I have not incorporated an IC pack into this yet. So the only difference between 11 and 18 is 18 would have a yellow roof and 11 would have a white roof. 19 is our first 2018 C2 with a Cummins 6.7 in it, and as you know, it's got the Colin default curved white roof. I'm glad he did that, because you don't really see that on a lot of, you know, Ed C2s or Grayson C2s or whatever. 20 is sister to 19, and it's also sister to 22 and 24 right there. 23 is, I'll get to 23 in a second, but 20 is a sister to 19, 22, and 24. 20, I actually happened on the day this was filmed, I rode 20 home today, so that was pretty fun, having a sub bus. 22 is the same specs, same year, same all that. 23 is our only handicap. Well, it's supposed to be handicap, but Colin did not do a handicap C2 in-game. So 23 is just going to remain a shorty, but it is a 2012 Thomas C2 with a Cummins 6.7. Also, it's got a curved white roof. I tried to fix that, but somehow the PNG doesn't want to save. So We're gonna try to figure that out eventually. So, here's my bus in real life 24, and notice the inspection sticker. Long story short, my bus driver was washing her bus, and I forget what she told me. She like tripped over the power wash or something, and so now she's missing half an inspection sticker. But the bus is still roadworthy, so as far as I know, so that's good. Actually, 6 is our first oddball bus. I don't know what oddball buses are what anymore. 6 is an oddball bus over there, and so is 13. 25 is our third oddball bus. 2019 C2 with a Cummins 6.7. It's supposed to have the pin style lights on it, but we didn't incorporate that. But other than that, it's a 2019. Our fourth oddball bus here is 49. It's since been retired, but yeah, it's here. Let's look at these mud flaps. It does say Myers Equipment on it, but 49 actually wasn't a Myers bus. It was actually from like some kind of leasing company in Pennsylvania that we got it from. It's a 2000 FS65. It's been retired a long time ago. But it was actually high headroom in real life, so at least we got that on point. We would have a 21 between 19 and 20. 21 used to be a handicapped BE 300 with what I think is a max force DT. But that got retired, and our current 21 has a DD5, and I currently don't have an audio file for a DD5 engine. So, unfortunately, we do not have a 21 in the fleet. 11 and 18 would also have a max force DT, but they're normal-sized buses. And then we got 49, 25, and all the oddballs. So, to kind of fill the gaps. So, that's basically all the buses today. In their current state, this is the most recent update. These are not getting released, so please do not ask for them. Yeah. So, that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to let you know where I was with Discord, and also let you know where I am with the Rigs of Rods videos. Again, I'll still do those on a semi-regular basis, but overall I'll mostly be focusing on trains. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment down below. Also, be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you'll be the first one to know what I post when I post it. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.